Yeah, go figure. Me, Mikey T, here out live. We're not sitting in the sports book right now. It's too hot and humid and sunny out. We decided to travel over to the Dort, no other place other than the Dort Federal Credit Union, home of the Flint Firebird hockey team, IHL, I believe that is what they say. But this is Mikey T. If you've tuned in, you do know what time it is. It's time to get with the Michigan's premier sports betting hotline with tips, analysis, and predictions. That's right. We've got live action going on, and as we travel across the foregrounds, let's get with it on the recap. Mikey T's been preaching all season in Major League Baseball. When the home team, they don't get swept 80% of the time. And once again, it proves to be true as San Francisco Giants avoid a sweep by the Angels as they beat the Angels 13-6 on Sunday. They don't get swept. Ha! Houston Astros take care of the Tigers 4-1. My Yankees, the Pinstripes, I'm not too happy. They fall to the Red Sox 9-3. And they, actually, in my words, they take a spanking. Where are my guns at? Where's my Soto? Where's my Judge at? Where's my pitching? Giving up 9 freaking runs. Are you kidding me? Listen, people. Mariners out west are real. They beat the Rangers 5-0. They get the shutout. They've got a 7.5 to 8 game lead out there in the West of the American League. I got some cousins in Oregon that are probably raising the top right now. Let's get with it. Those losing streaks, winning streaks, I've been preaching, they always come to an end. Twins on a 5-game win streak. Mets on a 5-game win streak. A's, looking for those A's. They didn't get it done either on Sunday. They lose both to the Twins. They're on a 9-game slide. I've got my eye on the A's. Watch out for the A's. They're on a 9-game losing streak. Look to turn that around. Marlins on a 5-game losing streak. Washington Nationals, hail to the capital. That team that come from Montreal Expos, not anymore. Nationals win 3 in a row. Padres on a 3-game slide, and the Rangers have lost 3 in a row. I don't know what to tell you, but we are live here with Mikey T. Yes, that's it. Start saying it's Mikey T versus the sports book. I've got these trends, these tips, these analysis that are proven, and they keep proving to be true. Home teams don't get swept 80% of the time. Pitching matchups, who's on, who's off. Trends, nothing lasts forever. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. That's right. That's what I've been telling you. You've been following me. Excuse me. Yeah. It's only almost 90 degrees out today, sunny. We got a lot of action going on. Major League Baseball. We got NBA playoff action. The Celtics at home. Gonna close it out tonight, people. Get off the Mavs. It's all green. Leprechauns are in full force. Stadium will be rocking at the parquet tonight in the Garden. Celtics take care of Dallas. They celebrate, and then we move to the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, and you know as well as I do, the Florida Panthers get their Stanley Cup tomorrow night against Edmonton. Edmonton survived Game 4, forced Game 5 back to Florida, and this is where the Panthers bring home the cup, baby. See, nobody's at the Federal Center right now. Flint Firebirds. Used to be the Flint Generals. But you could get concerts, see concerts here, the circus is here, motocross is here, and I'm here, and now you're here. And my luck continues to run out, and I'm gonna have to walk around because they're closed. They are closed, but I'm not closed, not by far. Gotta get over here out of the sun, keep this going. Mikey T, if you were tuning in, I could teach you how to bet. How to sports bet. You got spreads. That's meaning one team theoretically, statistically, is favored over the other team. So they do numbers like a strategy, a formula, points for, points against, divided by the, they come up with a formula, and that gives a point spreads. So if you're betting a point spread, let's say the Lions would be a 10-point favorite over the Bears. Lions have to beat the Bears by more than 10 for you to win. Lions have to beat the Bears by more than 10 points for you to win. If the Lions beat the Bears by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes, Lions lose and the bet because you were given 10. The spread is the team has to win by more than those points. That's like a handicapping figure, and they got that. You can make that bet. And that's pretty much dollar for dollar, even money kind of deal, given the spreads. And then there's a money line bet, meaning you could take the favorite over the little guy, and there's a big margin. So you're going to have to bet more money to win the same amount. You don't get to double your money on those kind of bets, those money line bets. You're getting the team. They just have to win the game, but you're giving up some of your money. And some of the big bettors, they tend to like that money line because it's a solid favorite, and they don't have to worry about covering a certain amount of points to win their bet. They just got to win the game. Just win, baby. Money line bets are just win, baby. So we got spreads where you got to beat a team by a certain amount of points to win your bet. Then you got a money line bet. Just the team's just got to win. And then people like to dabble with totals. Under a certain amount of total, over a certain amount of total. Total meaning the total points between both of those teams at the end of the game. For instance, I want to go under 50 or over 50. The total points, they're figuring, calculated. They calculated the total based on how many points that team's averaging, based on how many teams that other team is letting score against them. So points for and points against, I should say. Points for and points against. How many points this team's scoring? How many points is that team giving up? They come up with a total. Let's say 50 and a half. You got to either be over that 50 and a half or under that 50 and a half. So a totals is a little bit different. You got to kind of do the math, keep track, and watch the points for and the points against, and go from there. That's analyzing those three types of bets: spreads, money lines, and totals. Also, there's all kinds of prop bets you can make, like how good a player's going to do. Is he going to reach his statistics? Is he going to reach his average? Or is he going to go below his average? So we call them gimmick bets. And those are just lots of cherries on already a good ice cream sundae. You know what I'm saying? I don't go for the extra cherries on the ice cream sundae. I just try to build the ice cream sundae, and when it's to my liking, I eat it. Okay? Those prop bets, trying to sprinkle extra things. I like the Lions, but now I'm going to try to bet the receiver and the quarterback and the running back and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's all hard. It's too much for Mikey T. We got spreads, we got money lines, and we got totals, and then I call those other bets, gimmick bets, extra cherries on top of a perfect ice cream sundae, and I'm not really interested in those kinds of things. But anyway, Mikey T at the Sportsbook. We're still at 68%. If you're new to this station, please like and subscribe. Get a Yankee hat. In the description, hit the Discord. It'll get you over to my lounge. We'll have community chats on the daily about the sporting issues of the day and what other information that I've dug up. I'm begging you, make that call. Put a smile on your face. Listen, you're seeing me every day, and I'm kind of happy, aren't I? I'm making money. You want to see what I'm making? Do I got to be bragging? I like to fly underneath the radar. I don't need someone coming up into my garage and taking my Corvette. I don't need to know that. I don't need to deal with that. See me at the gas station and run a key down the side of my paint job. I don't need none of that either. I don't need to get drunk and passed out and someone take my jewelry off my hand. I don't need that either. I don't need to have a pistol in my belt to shoot somebody when they want to fuck with me. I don't need that either. I fly low, underneath the radar. Hell, what's the president travel in? A bulletproof vehicle? Hell, I don't need a bulletproof vehicle. I don't even need a vehicle. How about that one? How about flying? I don't need to hire a pilot. I fly my own self. How about that? I start bragging and showing off everything what I can do. How about my winning streak when I was 18-2? Did you know the government didn't need to know how much money I was making when I was 18 wins and 2 losses? How about when I went on that 9-game winning streak and I won a bonus? They don't need to know what the amount the bonus was. They don't need to know what I did. No one needs to know nothing other than what I'm telling you. And you need to call Mikey T at the Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline, with tips, analysis, and predictions. I'll show you how to beat the Sportsbook. I got a computer. You gotta have a calculator. I got a pencil, and it's got full of lead. How about that? I got an ink pen. How about that? I got pads of paper. I go through sheets of paper. I spend time at the library. Tell me stuff. I know what the formulas are. Points for, points against. That gives you a total. Is the team going to hit their total today or not? Probably not if their best 2 players aren't playing. Duh. You got to study. You got to know your material. You got to get a hold of Mikey T, people. You do. You really do. What else do I got on my little notepad over here that I talk about today? I've already taught you how to bet on the spreads, money lines, and the totals. Sports betting, my strategies. I don't need to double my money every bet. I've told you I'm not greedy. I fly low, people. Take a couple peanuts and turn it into a walnut, and you roll a walnut, and you turn it into 2 apples, and then you turn 2 apples into 4 grapefruits. You see what I'm saying? Put the pencil on the paper, and you can come up with your own wants and needs. I'm just telling you to call Mikey T at the Sportsbook, because I give you tips, analysis, and predictions season long on all sports. My strategies. Let's get to my strategies. A day in the life with Mikey T. What would be a day in the life with Mikey T? I'd wake up. I'd get out of bed. I'd fix me a bagel. It'd be a toasted onion bagel. I might even have a peanut butter crunch piece on toast. Some toast and bread. And I'd like orange juice. That's what I like. And I'll take a little sip of some apple juice once in a while if I'm feeling it. And then I got ESPN, baby. And I put my headphones on and my glasses on. And I sharpen my pencil. I would let the dog out, but I don't have a dog anymore. Max passed away, God bless his soul, 2 years ago. Then what's Mikey T doing? I'm studying. I'm picking up the games. I'm looking at the schedules. I'm seeing the trends. I'm watching the money. Where the money's at, baby. You got to follow the money. Follow it. Then what am I doing? Man, I'm writing stuff down. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm pulling weeds around my house. I'm doing chores. All my dishes are clean. How about that? My garbage is taken out on the daily. How about that? Then I'm back to the computer. I'm back to fucking analyzing and putting stuff down on figuring out parlays, studying multiple sports, baseball, basketball, hockey, cage fighting, Olympics. Let's get with it, people. A day in the life with Mikey T. And then I haven't even talked about those roasted turkey sandwiches with mustard and Swiss cheese, have I? Those are so tasty. But does someone need to see me eating a Swiss cheese? And they want to win a game. They not care what my Swiss cheese sandwich is. But if you want to know a day in the life with Mikey T, baby, a roasted turkey on rye with Swiss. And maybe a Diet Coke to sip on. And then I get to my cannabis tray. And then we got it going on, baby. You notice ESPN would still be on in the background. But I went for a walk. I'm up against the wall. We've been on a losing streak. Let's get with it. Mikey T, it's 87 degrees out here with no humidity. Wrong. Full humidity. Ha ha. So what else after lunch? We're back on the book, studying, checking the matchup, seeing what's happening. Is there any changes? Up-to-date, latest changes with Mikey T in the sports book. We got to stay in touch. Then I've stepped over to the fridge and I've got out some vanilla ice cream, covered it with some marshmallow fluff, some peanut butter crunchy ice cream, baby. I stir it into a treat, back to my couch and my chair. Ink pen this time, maybe some felt markers. How about that? I've got everything highlighted, studying, preparing, starting to make time for my bets. Mikey T gets it in. He makes a couple phone calls. The phone calls come in. Talk to Mike. Who do you like? This is, I don't know. We'll go with this one, like this one. Hey, Dad. Hey, Ma. Hey, haven't talked to you people in a long time. Meaning my friends, my brothers, everyone that I know. Reaching out to anybody and anybody. Mikey T at the Sports Book. Michigan's premier sports betting hotline, that is. That's right. That's right. Do I got it? I think I've covered everything for today, maybe. You didn't get to see my stack of gold. I didn't take you to my safety deposit box. No, that didn't happen today. You didn't get to see all my gold. You can only see little bits and pieces. I got to show you little bits and pieces. I'm just a natural, simple guy. I built everything from the ground up, people. Shit. Oh, how did you get so good at sports betting, Mikey T? Well, I told you, like in the first day we ever talked back in February, about 23rd of February, that to get good at something, you got to master it. Michael Jackson mastered dancing. Michael Jordan mastered basketball. Michael Phelps mastered swimming. Tiger Woods mastered golf. Hank Aaron mastered hitting home runs. Nolan Ryan mastered striking out people. Whatever you're going to master, that's what you do. That's what I've did. That's what I've did. I've just reconnected recently with new classmates. Reconnected with people that I talked to in 4th grade. Yeah, I remember you. We got our little pictures out and talked and chatted back and forth. They went right all the way up. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I used to bet with these certain people. Candy sticks, winning allowances, chuckle back and forth for $1 or a jack or a Super Bowl, or a slug in the arm. We used to nat and knock with knuckles and all that kind of stuff over betting. I've studied. I know games. I know my sports. Hockey, baseball, basketball, football, Olympics, bowling, golf, tennis, all those kinds of things. Then I started watching them. You know how many basketball games I've watched? I could be a perfect coach. Matter of fact, I was an umpire. I've been a referee. I've been an umpire. Softball, girls, boys softball, boys baseball, high school baseball level. If you know the games and you've mastered it, then you tend to be pretty good at it. I've been pretty good at it. I've been winning. And then when you win, I got my percentage down where, like when I'd win $100, automatically 50 would automatically always get saved. 50 would automatically get saved. Half of what you win automatically gets saved and don't ever get touched. How about that? People that know me, that are reading this, that are seeing this, know that I hit a twin super trifecta. 1, 2, 3, 4th place in one race, and then turn the ticket back in, and a race later have to pick a 1, 2, 3, 4 place in that. It's called a twin super. The first 4 finishes in the 3rd race, and the first 4 finishers in the 5th race. And nobody had been hitting that, and it had been carrying over and carrying over and carrying over, and nobody had been hitting it. And then September 19th, 1989, on a Monday, going into that Monday night race at Hazel Park, Michigan, there's 64,000 was carried over going into that night. Mandatory payout that night. Mandatory. If you didn't hit it by straight, you're going to get it by 1, 2, 3, or, you know, it was going to be paid out, whoever had the best tickets. Mikey T, don't ever. I go down there and I hit that son of a gun. Hit the first race, or it was the 3rd race, 9163. It comes 9163. Boom. Went and sat and had a hot dog and drank a Pepsi and looked at the program over in between the 4th race before I got to the 5th race. I hit with the 9163, and then I bet the race, and I bet 2183. 2183. Here come the race. Boom, boom, boom. Down the stretch they come. 218 in a photo. 218 in a photo. It's like a 5-minute photo. Photo finish for 4th. The 5 is there, which is the big favorite, and my 3 horse is there. Long shot. They put the 3 up. 2183. Mikey T hits with the 2183. I'm going to the window. I tell my buddy Scott, go get the car. I just hit that. And then they put up it's a 6 and 5 blinking. One guy had 5 tickets. I had 1 ticket. So I had to split $104,000 with somebody. $104,000. But he had 5 tickets, so I had to get a 6th. I got a 6th of that ticket rather than a whole thing. So Mikey T was discouraged, but back in 1989, that was my role. That was the role I hit. That put me in. And ever since, it's been history. Betting horses, winning, hitting tries, purrs, quinellas, hitting games, taking payouts, going on vacations, traveling around the country, going to baseball games, going to the Wild Animal Park in San Diego. Going out to New York to see the Yankees in the playoff game against Boston, Game 6. I'm triple deck above first base to start the game. But by when Justice hit the home run to take the lead against Boston, I'm in the left field box seats getting popcorn and everything rained on me. Yankees, baby. Been there, seen it. Now I'm trying to give it to you guys. Make that call. Mikey T at the Sportsbook. This is Monday night. Tonight. Remember what I told you? Make that call. Tips, analysis, and predictions. We're live here at the Dorp Federal Credit Union. And go Celtics. Leprechauns. Mikey T. Yankees. Pinstripes. Tigers. Mariners. Gonna get there to the end, but when it comes time to face the Yankees, Seattle and the Yankees, sorry, my boy Lane. Yankees all the way. Let's get it. Anyways, have a good day. Boom.